Hi, I'm Vikram Gore and you're watching MotorScribes. Today I'm out with the Volkswagen Virtus. It's a car that Volkswagen promises is big on everything. Big on style, big on performance, big on comfort, and big on features as well. Let's take a look at everything you need to know about the Volkswagen Virtus in this video. MotorScribes. From a design standpoint, the Volkswagen Virtus just looks awesome. It is a very large sedan, all its dimensions. It's got a really long wheelbase, it's got a really long overall length, it's wide, and the design elements make it look wider, especially that lower bumper look up front. It really gives the car a nice wide sporty stance. And at the rear, they've done a phenomenal job in terms of treatment to how the boot looks. The GT version gets a nice boot lid with this cool spoiler on it, and overall the dimensions, the character lines, everything, they come together to make the Volkswagen Virtus really stand out. It's got amazing road presence as well. Seeing it drive down the road, it just looks awesome. It's got this sort of almost on its haunches sort of look that give you a very sporty appeal when it's on the move. It rides on 16-inch wheels. Volkswagen offers it with these really cool looking alloys as well. And the 1 liter as well as the 1.5 liter TSI versions both get 16-inch wheels. And it's just the GT version that gets these blacked out alloys that add to its menacing look. Yeah, as a package it just comes together real nice. It stands out and it is a very desirable looking machine. The cabin on the Volkswagen Virtus is a really nice place to be. Up front, you've got ventilated seats. They're cushy, they're comfortable, they hold you just right, and they're firm as well. So overall, you've got these really comfortable front seats, and you're really not going to ask for a lot more. The dash looks spectacular. The treatment to the elements, it's a nice, neat, no-nonsense sort of surface look. You've got a digital console, you've got a really nice infotainment system, nice large touchscreen, and in the GT variant you've got the nice red color code that happens within the digital instrument cluster as well as on your infotainment system. The 1 liter TSI gets a blue theme, but overall again the look is very much the same in both the cars. It's a very clean, uncluttered look, and that's something when you talk about elegance, you talk about sophistication. I think clean and uncluttered goes a long way as compared to a jazzy set of ton of buttons and all of that. I really like the way the cabin of the Virtus is laid out. Space-wise, there's no complaints there. Even a big guy like me sitting in the back seat, I was comfortable, the seat is brilliant, and there's ample legroom on board as well. The boot can swallow up a ton of luggage. You can actually stick in 2 large suitcases, 2 small bags in there. It's a massive boot and you will not be complaining saying that, hey, I can't get all my luggage in here. You know what? For a road trip, this car is just perfect, and you could actually take it out and really enjoy it and be damn comfortable on board with it too. As far as features are concerned, Volkswagen claims that they're offering it with over 40 connected features, which is brilliant. You can pair it with an app and get access to a lot of these features, but the car itself has just been done so right for today's time, and I think that's where it really scores a big point in ensuring that you've got what you need on board when you need it. So what's the Volkswagen Virtus like to drive? Now that's obviously the big question that everybody has, especially considering the fact that people have been out behind the wheel of the Skoda Slavia. But again, like how there was a difference between the Kushaq and the Taygun, I can say that I feel the same difference here with the Virtus as well. To start with, the 1 liter TSI 3-point engine, 115 PS of power. It's a reasonably fun car to drive, and it comes with either a manual gearbox or you can get it with the 6-speed torque converter, which I must say is actually a rather refined unit, and it does the job just right with the car. It is a spirited car, you know, don't get me wrong over here. Obviously that 1.5 puts things in a different perspective, but the 1 liter does the job just right, and you can have a lot of fun behind the wheel of the Virtus with this engine as well. But for the enthusiast, you do have the 1.5, which gives you the 150 PS bit of power and 253 Newton meters of torque, which is actually a blast to drive. We're talking about going from 0 to 100 in 9 seconds flat. So this is India's 9-second car. But having said that, it is you know, you can really unleash that engine. You get it with the 7-speed DSG, and DSG, as we know, Volkswagen has always done it right, and it's an absolute blast to drive with that transmission. So you've got drive mode, you've got sport mode, you can switch it over to manual, you can use the paddle shifters, and you know, really get the best out of that engine in the way you want to drive. So if you want to cruise around, easy to do. You want to gun it around town, you can do that too. And it's just a lot of fun. My personal choice would obviously be the 1.5. I enjoy driving a lot. I live on a mountain, and I can just sort of imagine what this car would be like going up a ghat. Speaking of which, when you do talk about driving in different conditions, it is obviously the main thing that you're looking for over here is the handling and the ride quality. So Volkswagen again has done a fantastic job. I think the car is really well appointed on that front. The steering weighs up nice, it's nice and loose in the city, and out on the highway it firms up real good. You always feel in control with the car, and even the suspension, the ride quality, all of that is at par. You could say it's a little firm, but I'm not going to complain about that, because firm also equals better handling, and that's something you want with a car that's going to be really fun and extremely spirited to drive. So overall, it's an absolute blast to be behind the wheel of this car. I think Volkswagen really has a winner over here, and as a family car, it's extremely spacious as well. So you've got that big plus point going for you, and people in the back, they can really stretch out and sit there. I did. I've spoken about how the Volkswagen Virtus drives, both the 1 liter as well as the 1.5 liter TSI versions. And both of them delight. Both of them are very exciting machines to be behind the wheel of. And along with that, Volkswagen has ensured that they give you an extremely safe package as well. So you can get up to 6 airbags on board depending on the variant. It's got your hill hold, it's got a whole bunch of features that ensure that you are absolutely safe on board. And that is a big plus point for the Virtus. And going forward, I think for a vehicle that's designed to be young, enthusiastic, sporty, and you know, can do the 0 to 100 in 9 seconds, can get you up to 190 kilometers per hour. Not something you want to try out on our streets, but yes, the car can do it. It's great to know that it comes with a great safety package on board as well. So with the Virtus, what Volkswagen has done is that they've delivered a sedan that sort of achieves on every count. It's plush to drive, it's fun to drive, it's a lot of fun actually to drive. That 1.5 liter TSI engine is an absolute delight. 150 horsepower sort of wins you over. Having said that, the 1 liter is also really well spec'd, and you can really have a lot of fun behind the wheel of that car too. But as a package, what Volkswagen has done is that they've come out with the sedan that sort of achieves everything that you want from this segment. It's spacious, it wins you over with the features, and it is everything that a sedan should be. And if this is what sedans are going to be like, well, I think that sedans are back in a big way.